Top 5 Best Car Subwoofers. Number 5. Rockville SS10P. The Rockville SS10P is not the kind of subwoofer that tries to start a parking lot competition. It is the quiet overachiever. Slim, simple, and surprisingly stubborn about delivering bass where most compact systems fail. At only 3 inches tall, this little aluminum brick slips under seats or into weird corners like it pays rent there. The real magic is not earthquake bass. It is the missing layer between thump and music. Mid-bass gets fuller, drums gain weight, guitars stop sounding thin, and older cars suddenly feel less hollow. The built-in amp, easy wiring, and remote bass control make installation painless even for basic setups. Factory stereos especially wake up with this thing. Add 2 of them, and the sound starts punching far above the price tag. Of course, physics still exists. Nobody should expect an 8-inch slim sub to bully a pair of 12s playing rap at dangerous volume. The SS10P punches with the confidence of a much bigger system. Funny how the smallest box in the car sometimes fixes the biggest problem. Coming in number 4, MTX 12-inch subwoofer. The MTX 12-inch Dual Subwoofer package feels like the car audio version of a heavyweight box boots. Big, loud, unapologetic. The Dual 12s inside the sealed MDF enclosure bass with real punch instead of sloppy boom. Pop hits hard, rock drums feel alive, and lower volumes carry that satisfying chest kick people want at stoplights. The sealed design keeps things tighter and cleaner than expected for the price. The included amp does the job, even if the 1500 watts marketing deserves a slow clap and a raised eyebrow. Real-world performance lands far below the sticker, but surprisingly, the system still hosts daily drivers. Pair it with a better amp meter, and these subs probably smile back. Installation is fairly straightforward, though the included wiring kit feels a little bargain bin. The 4-gauge kit is the smarter move. Also, give the amp room to breathe, unless the goal is Cooktronics for sport. For budget bass lovers with trunk space to spare, this setup delivers the kind of grin that usually costs much more. Coming in number 3. Pioneer TSWX106B. The Pioneer TSWX106B is proof that good bass does not always need a giant box stealing half the cargo space. Compact, light, and surprisingly muscular, this thing behaves like it has something to prove. The sealed enclosure keeps bass tight and controlled, instead of turning every song into a muddy earthquake. Country and rock tracks get clean punch and texture, while hip-hop still lands with enough boom-boom to make mirrors nervous. That balance is where this Pioneer quietly wins. Because it is a passive sub, pairing it with the right amp matters. Feed it decent power, and the 10-inch driver wakes up fast. The voice coil cooling system helps it stay composed, even when volume climbs into questionable decision territory. Setup is refreshingly simple, thanks to the preloaded enclosure, and the compact footprint slides into places bigger subs can only dream about. Under benches, behind seats, tight truck cabins, boats, small cars, wherever space is precious. This is not the subwoofer for people chasing chaos. It is for people who want clean, satisfying bass every day without sacrificing the entire vehicle to a wooden box. Coming in number 2, Skar Audio Dual 12-inch Complete. The Skar Audio Dual 12-inch Complete does not believe in subtlety. This thing kicks the trunk open, takes your rearview mirror hostage, and politely asks the neighbors to lower their expectations for peace and quiet. For the money, the output is borderline ridiculous. Deep bass, violent punch, clean lows. The kind that makes hats shift and loose plastic in the car suddenly reveal themselves. The enclosure is massive and built like it plans to survive a small earthquake. Small coupes may need emotional preparation before fitting it in. The included amp and wiring get the system alive fast, and installation is surprisingly simple for a setup this aggressive. The bass knob is a nice touch too, because sometimes life requires less felony, more background music. Still, this is very much a budget beast. The stock wiring kit feels undersized, and long sessions can make the amp run hotter than a summer parking lot. Serious bass addicts will probably upgrade wiring and electrical support sooner rather than later. But once dialed in, this setup delivers that old-school bass head feeling. Loud, fun, excessive, and impossible not to grin at. Coming in number 1, MTX Dual 12-inch Subwoofers. The MTX Dual 12-inch subwoofers feel like a reminder from the old car audio days. Good bass does not have to destroy a bank account. These Dual 12s hit surprisingly hard for the price. The sealed enclosure keeps the bass tighter and cleaner than the loose one-note boom many budget systems fall into. Rock sounds punchy, electronic tracks stay controlled, and hip-hop still carries enough weight to shake mirrors and irritate nearby wildlife. The MDF box feels solid, the rubber surrounds hold up well, and the compact design leaves more trunk space than expected. Pair them with a decent monoblock amp and they wake up fast. Even low gain settings produce serious output. There are a few trade-offs. The terminals could be sturdier, and the higher bass frequencies can get a little too enthusiastic until properly tuned. Bass addicts chasing pure earthquake-level SPL may still want larger or ported setups, but for everyday listeners who want loud, clean, satisfying bass without spending 4 digits, these MTX subs punch far above their price. Funny how a budget setup now outperforms systems that once cost a month's paycheck.